Welcome to the Next Breath podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Bell, fashion designer and CEO of 14th Pharaoh Apparel. Here, we aim to breathe life into the next generation of dreamers, doers, and changemakers. Every breath we take here is a reminder that the future belongs to the youth and it's up to us to create a real change. Before we dive in, I want to thank God, the ultimate giver of inspiration and grace, for this opportunity and platform. Because without Him, none of this would be possible. Make sure you all like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to stay updated on some future episodes. So today we're diving into the crazy journey and awesome world of Wavy 1500, a musical force who's pushing boundaries with his talent and perseverance. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into what it truly means to live with purpose and vision with our guest, Wavy 1500. Wavy, man, let me just start out by saying thank you for making this happen, bro. Appreciate it.
Of course. Appreciate you for having me here.
Yes, sir. So, Wavy, as a fun starter question to get your thoughts going a little bit, if your life were a movie, what would the title be, and which of your songs would you play during the most epic scene?
Mm. What would a title to my life be? I don't want to be like cliche and be like chaotic because I feel like that's kind of cliche, but like honestly, like chaotic because or maybe like unpredictable because I feel like so much stuff in my life is super, super unpredictable. And a title like was one of my songs, probably too much. My song, too much. That song, I feel like every lyric to there is like really true. So I feel like probably my song, too much. I like that one a lot with that.
Is that a song that resonates more with your life? That's the song that you pour more of your life story into, you feel?
I don't even know if it's more so my life story, but I feel like no matter what point I am in my life, when I listen to that song, it's relatable. Like I can be happy, it's relatable. I can be sad, it's relatable. So for some reason, every time I hear that song, it's relatable. So I just gotta fit with that one.
So it's like a jack of all trades, I feel you.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about your personal journey and your growth. So, since you're obviously a creative musical artist, man, when did you first realize that music was more than just a hobby for you and it was something that you wanted to pursue seriously?
Honestly, I would say probably when it just started picking up traction, when I probably saw like my first like dollar amount from it, I was like, this could be a thing. Like I feel like not everybody gets paid for their music, and a lot of people around me were telling me like, you got to be very grateful that you're making any type of money because a lot of people work years and years and don't see any type of money. So it's like, don't think that like this is a forever thing. If you don't put in like work behind it, it's gonna fade away. And so like I realized it's like, okay, maybe I have something here. And then I kind of just kept picking up on it and then just did more with it. And now I'm here. So I think the attention I got from when I did do it, it being me receiving it well, made me feel like keep going. Because honestly, if people told me to stop, I may have stopped. I don't know. So, like, I don't have no clue where I would be today if like everyone around me was like, "You're trash, just stop." So I don't know.
That goes into a lot of having to kind of tune out what everybody else is saying and just lock in on your own lane. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I
definitely.
I feel I kind of resonate with that a little bit too. I know for me, when I first got into fashion and stuff, the key moment for me was when my mom gave me this pair of pants that she couldn't fit anymore. And for some reason, when I looked at those pants and the material on those pants, something about them just sent off a
Just
fuse in
triggered
my
something in
mind.
your brain.
Yeah, it sent off a fuse in my mind. Just I'm thinking now, people made stuff like this, so why can't I? You know what I
You
mean?
can literally do it. Like you can do the exact same thing, if not better, 10 times better.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
So what is a defining moment early on, in your journey, that actually made you think or solidified in your mind the passion of your artistry that would make you into an actual musical artist today?
If you want me to be honest, I feel like I may not have even had that moment yet because there's still days I'm like, man, what if this doesn't really work out? Like, I feel like I haven't had anything to really hit me with, like, yo, this is who you are. This is what you're doing. Like, this is you. I feel like I haven't had a moment like that yet. Cause, like, but I feel like maybe that's everyone else. Like, they might be doing something and then they always have second guessing. So I don't think there's really been a moment where I'm like, oh, like, this is what I'm doing. And like, I don't know if that's like me being like ungrateful for the moments I have had, but I just feel like I have yet to like just fully see that this is it, I think.
Oh, like I actually no, I actually catch your drift a little bit because I mean we're both still like very young,
Yeah,
and I think that kind of comes with youth too. I know a lot of people at my school like they still don't even know what they're doing, and they may be seniors or they may even be in college right now, and they still just don't know what they want to do. So
exactly.
I wouldn't say it's like an ungrateful thing. I think it's more just like you still trying to find, you know, like what your groove is, where you fit in and like where you really feel the vibe. Yeah, just you just have so many like different interests, but you may not know yet or may not have a reason on why that is like your solid thing to stick with.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
That's very true.
So how do you, since obviously having so many different interests and going through what you've gone through up to this point in your life, how do you like balance staying true to your story in your music and connect with your audience?
Honestly, I feel like it's I just wouldn't put out anything I'm not proud of or something I would be maybe embarrassed on later on down the road. And I guess you don't really know what you're not gonna like later. And like in the moment, you might really love what you're creating, and then like be like, oh, this was not at all what I thought it was gonna be. So, but I feel like just for the most part, like when I record a song, I don't ever really say something I would regret later. So I feel like I'm always staying true to myself, like throughout the whole time because I feel like I don't really look at it like I feel like what you see online is what you get. So there really can't be a shock factor as much as everything else. So I feel like with other artists, it's kind of maybe they'll have like a little bit of an act on, and then it's kind of like how do you stay true to that if you're kind of acting? I'm not really acting at all. Like I'm just kind of putting out music and just I just happen to have a little bit of attention when I put out music. So
That's a great way to think about it. I put that same kind of feel into my music and clothing when I make it too. Like put yourself into it because whatever you have, you're like unique. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So like if you
yeah,
put your unique aspect of like yourself into whatever you make, then like that's what's going to be different from everybody else, and that's what makes it real.
yeah, 100%.
Looking back now to some decisions that have happened or that you've made in your career, what one was the main one that changed the trajectory of your career?
Honestly, I would always I feel like make my decision based on how somebody else would feel. So I would like be like, man, like maybe I don't have to do this or maybe I don't have to work today on a song or something cuz this person kind of gave me the validation of, "Oh, you made a good song last week. Like you're good." You're like but it's like I need to just like do what I genuinely know is best for me. I need to stay consistent. I need to do like cuz I'm not here to really satisfy you. I'm here to try and like, win over not really win over the world, but like your opinion is so tiny to the billions of people out here. So it's like I have to really understand, believe and trust myself. And I'd say that's honestly like the biggest thing that turned for me is like just trust yourself. You had that idea for a reason. There's billions of people in this world. Like you are one of multiple people who also could have had that idea. It might be a great idea. Don't let one person just be like, it's whatever, and then you just stop running with it when you could have that could have been their life changing idea right there. But so it's like it's hard to stay focused when you have a lot of people that you do trust, but maybe it's like you need to trust them in the environment they're trustworthy in. You know what I mean? So it's like they don't always know when they might still be a good friend, but they just don't know how to be a good friend in this type of situation, you know? So I think just trusting myself is really what's helped me out a lot.
That's really well said, man. It's like
Yeah,
take stuff with a grain of salt. You know what I mean?
yeah, truly, truly.
But like keep it in mind at the same
Yeah,
time.
of
I feel
course.
that. This next section is inspiration and reflection. So, thinking back on your history or even your current circumstances, what are some unexpected sources of inspiration in your music or for your music? And how do they shape your sound?
I'd say the people who have came and gone in my life, as cliche as that sounds, like the people who came and gone in my life, I feel like really inspired it because there was a point in my music when I was like, "Oh, this is like my mindset. This is how I'm gonna feel and think next year and the year before." And I've had a friends literally be like, "I promise you, you're not gonna think the same and act the same a year from now." And I was always like, "Yes, I will." I don't know why I thought that, but I did. And then a year goes lit by. Some people come and some people go, and it's like my whole mindset's different. I need to talk about it different. I need to express it differently now because I understand it differently. Now I need to show y'all how I understand it differently. So I feel like just people. I feel like that's with anything. I feel like it's hard to be motivated unless you have some type of inspiration from someone else and or yourself. And I feel like you get most of your inspiration from like failure and living and learning and like, okay, I don't want to do this. So I'm inspired to do this so much differently because of the bad result I had here. So it's like, I feel like just people coming and going in my life is really what's been my storyline of it.
Yeah, I feel that. And like with the people coming and going in your music, just you put like a lot of emotion into your music too. It's like
Yeah.
that real pain you express at times. That's like you evolving with your music. Like as your life evolves, also that's reflected throughout your creativity. I see.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So with the sound you have now, what do you want people to like take away from your music? What do you want them to feel when they like hear Wavy?
I just want them to like I under like whatever it is you're going through, I promise you I understand. Whatever it is, like I am like I really am like a understanding person. So I feel like everything I say is a situation I've been through, gone through, whatever. Like it is literally down to a T. Like if you want to know about me and like either relationships or anything I've been in, just go listen to my music. Like I've talked about it. Like there's nothing I put out there that I'm ashamed of or I'm even like it's just me. So I just feel like if you like my music, you like me. So it's hard for me to kind of I don't know what I expect other people to get from it because I feel like honestly, I feel like maybe I'm a bad artist. I don't really maybe I need to care for the music more, but I just write and create melodies and just put it out. I don't really think like, oh, okay, this has to be a nice cadence to this and the lyrics have to do this. Like I don't even think like that. And I feel like when I watch other artists, they're sitting there and they love the music so much and they do bro, I just pull up to the studio literally and just whatever is on my mind, I just say. So it's hard to kind of be like you need to understand. It's kind of like if you like it, then you like me. It's like I don't know. So I want you to understand that I understand your situation as well. Whatever it is, I understand. So it's like don't feel like I think I'm better than you or I've gone through. No, like we're literally on the same exact level.
That yeah,
Like,
bro, I agree with that. I agree with that a lot because if you stay again, like staying true to like yourself is the key thing in my eyes. And I
yeah,
actually appreciate you for just being an artist that just goes out there and does what he feels like doing. Just a lot of the times in this industry, you see it so much with the new artists that are coming out. It's like they're already niched, kind of, if that makes sense. Like they already have,
it would be a shock if they did something left or something.
yeah,
You know?
exactly. And they
Yeah,
they kind of stay in like an already developed category that people know is gonna like put them up there, but it doesn't seem like it's authentic. It's a character again, kind of like how you were talking about before.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
So if you put your true self in it, that makes it so much better.
It makes it. My bad. My dogs are freaking out right now, but yeah, it makes everything. It makes everything just makes everything smooth. It's kind of like you're just you.
Exactly, bro. So if you could go back, like way, way back maybe, and give your younger self one piece of advice before releasing your first song, what would that be?
You got to get it mixed. You got to get your song mixed. You can't just be releasing music thinking that it's okay to be out of key and it's okay. You got to learn this and just I don't even want to say learn it. Just pay a man to make you sound better than you sound before you came in this building. And like that would be as far as a mix, but like actual I'd say like advice like just let people listen to it first. You might think it's good and it's not good. Like let people listen to it. Like people that are gonna tell you it's not good. And if it's good, like I mean, I don't really have much advice. Put it out. You'll kind of know what to do from there. You'll kind of just feel up the next step. You kind of have to just you can't really. There's never a good time to start. You just have to start. And just put it out.
That yeah, that that what you just said reminds me a little bit of a quote I heard a while ago. It's like the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the next best time is now. So like you shouldn't wait for anything, just go after it. You know what I mean?
Just start because everyone waits for things to be perfect. Like, oh, I need like when I want to do a release, I have to have this perfect, this video done, or this done, and this. It's like, bro, you're not even at that level to be making those type of calls yet. You need to just post, just drop, and just release, and things are gonna. And if it doesn't happen, try again. Try a different formula. It's like if someone else did it, you literally can do it. Like nothing makes this other person so much more special. Like it's I don't know. Just I think people are kind of scared of failure so much that like they'll allow the opportunity to pass them.
Yeah, but if you don't try, then you won't know. Like you might
You don't
not
even
even
know.
fail.
Like you literally don't even. You could be like the GOAT in whatever that is, and you wouldn't even know. You could have literally been a legend, and you just whatever. I gave up. Don't
No,
make
I,
sense.
I understand completely, man. I see that a lot happening. Like even in small things, people do that. Like for me, when I would go around school and I meet people or something, and they say like, "Oh, I want to do art. Like I want to start painting, but I just don't have the time, or I don't know where to start." But like those are kind
They
of
got
cheap
this. They know.
excuses,
They
man.
know. They know. They
They
know
know
what
how.
that means.
Like YouTube University is a real thing. I'm telling you. If you just go on YouTube anywhere, you could do it. Just throw yourself into the fire and see what happens.
Literally,
So, how do you stay motivated and focus on your goals, especially during tough times?
man. There's a. I don't really stay motivated. I try and stay disciplined because mm, it's days in like honestly, it's more days than it isn't that like I don't want to do much. Like I just am like, man, I just want to kind of just like chill. I want to do this or that, but like I feel like I'm just so like I'm so disciplined. Like, bro, I can't not work. Like, I have to be constantly doing something. Like, if I wake up in the middle of the night and my eyes just open, I'm up for the day. Like, if I wake up in the middle of the sleep, I'm up for the day. Like, I have to be doing something. So, and I don't even want to, but I just don't stop. That's the thing. I don't know why I'm not stopping, but like I just constantly am like, okay, I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do this. I need to do that. So, like, I don't know what the motivation is because a lot of days I don't even want to do it, but I still do it. So I think maybe it's just a subconscious thing of like I've not done it before and I know how where I've gone, and I've done it before and I know how where I've gone. So maybe I'm just subconsciously like don't want to be back in that horrible position of not having anything. So it's probably that. Honestly, I've just learned from my mistakes. So I learned putting in the work, you will get what you want. As dumb as it sounds.
No, I mean, hey, I wouldn't say that even sounds dumb, honestly. Just that's real stuff, man. That's
Yeah.
real.
Literally.
So, wait, real quick question. Because I've been wondering this for like a while now, man. What does Wavy 1500 mean? Like, where does your name come from?
Okay, so the wavy comes from a random song I was making, and I literally like said I'm wavy in the songs, but like I for some reason I wanted that to be my name. I don't know why. I think I honestly I have no clue why, but I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go by wavy. Like I'm just gonna try it, and then like I dropped the song and it just went up, and I was like, okay, well I can't change it. But then no one could find my name at all. No one could find just Wavy. There was 100 Wavies. And so my homies had like a 1500 in their name. Mind you, there's no gang affiliation, no anything with that, nothing of any of that sort. But they had 1500 in their name, and I was like, all right, bet, like I'm gonna put 1500 so everyone can find it more. I never planned on it ever gaining any traction with music, bro. Like I did not think any of this would even happen. So like now it just become a thing, and I want to get rid of it, but I have to become wavy before I can get rid of wavy 1500. So like it's literally nothing. Like it's just a number that because I had to type something in order to so people could find me easier. Like that was literally it.
I love that, bro. Okay, well, when I'm not when I'm not making clothes or like doing schoolwork, I I too enjoy like writing and creating music. And when I step into the studio, I tell my engineer like put the blinds down, just make it dark in the room, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what I like to do to get it kind of in the vibe. When you step into the studio and you're about to create something, how do you get into your zone or your vibe, or do you even have to be in one when you step in?
I don't want to say I have to be in one, but it definitely helps because I'm a shy person, but I won't show it. Like I'll be super nervous, but I know the work has to get done. So even if I'm nervous, I'm still gonna do it. I'd say my most uncomfortable positions are when I'm recording with the mic in front of people because they can hear my vocals and they think I'm a singer. I don't sing. I don't sing. I don't have a singing voice, bro. Like I'm not what people like assume. But so it's like when they expect me to come out here and like sound like Justin Bieber, and then it's like I'm thinking in my head that's what they expect me to sound like, even if they don't, even if they're not. But in my head, I'm like, okay, I have to sound like this crazy singer, and then I get super nervous, even though they're not expecting that. So like my most comfortable spot is just like me and my producer Neto, and just with the mic, just me and him. That's when I'm most comfortable, or like one or two of my like close homies. But as soon as I get with like other producers and stuff, I don't really know them too well. I kind of feel like maybe they have this idea of me of being like able to make a song quick or something. And like now I'm sitting there super nervous, rushing, like just saying whatever that rhymes sometimes just to get it out, just for them to feel like maybe I made a song quick. But I'm starting to learn all that's so bad thinking. It's all such bad thinking. So short to answer your question, I like to just work with my producer mainly, but I've been in situations where I had to record in front of like 20 to like 15 people right there with the mic, and I've done it, but subconsciously I hated it. So
No, I understand, man. I relate to that too. Heavy, light,
yeah.
heavy. Even sometimes with like myself, even like if it's just me recording, I'm just like, what
Yeah,
is
sometimes I'll
happening right
cringe at
now?
myself. I'll be like, what did I say? Like
Yeah,
that's can't put that out.
exactly. but you push past those things too, and that makes for greatness at the end of the day
Yeah,
as well.
definitely.
When I listen to your music, I feel and hear a lot of emotion. And so I wanted to know, how do you decide what stories and emotions to like? Because it seems like you're navigating your emotions too when you make your song. So how do you know or receive the emotions to explore in your music?
I guess that would go back to the people that came and gone in my life. I kind of just think on that. And a lot of the times, like people, I go through a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people have no clue about. And obviously they're not going to know about. But it's like, I have stuff, I'm dealing with stuff every day, bro. So it's like, it's really not hard for me to tap into like trauma or like something that has happened because it's like I'm thinking about this every day and I overthink everything. Like it's hard for me to let things go that have affected my life. For some reason, I'm trying to be the person to let things go, but I can't. And I just have to accept that I'm trying to. But like, if something happens in my life, I'm gonna remember it and I'm gonna think about it, and I'll feel just as mad when I think about it than I did in the moment. So when I get on the mic, I'm just as mad about the same thing because I'm thinking about it, or I'll just be like, it's just easy for me to tap into that. Or I'll also think like, how is the person I'm trying to like get at? How are they gonna receive this? I have to say this like I have to sound cool because they're gonna listen to this. I can't sound I have to somehow make my emotions sound confident. I can't sound like too sad. I got to be confident, like, yeah, I'm sad, but like, I'm sad. What are you going to say to me? I'm telling you I'm sad. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's kind of probably how I navigate through that.
Feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
I want to let you know, like as a listener, that my favorite song from you is "Fake Honesty." The
Yeah, you like
reason,
that?
bro, I love that song, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, I have it written down for myself to let you know this. It's like mad catchy. Like a lot of your music is really it's really catchy. It has like this melody with every song. It sounds fresh, like to
That's
be
awesome.
kind of cliche, like a fresh wave or like a fresh splash just hitting
Yeah,
you
yeah.
with your music, right? And then also you have like relatable lyrics in like a lot of your songs, which is why I think a lot of people also just vibe with you, man. Like a line from your song, a line from that song is on the path to greatness. On the path to be great. Can't lose focus. Life been too good lately. Bad vibes cannot break me. That sits with me heavy,
That's
because
awesome.
I've been, just we all go through stuff, right?
Hmm.
But you can't let that stuff get to you no matter what. I try to like fortify my brain to like withstand anything that's not for me. Like I just push it away because
Yeah.
I say this is my mind, so I could control my brain, right? So why would I let something that I don't want in my brain in my brain? You feel what I'm saying?
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
I feel like there's a lot of power in people's heads if they just access it.
Bro, there's so much power with your mind, and it gives you even false confidence to actually do something, you do it. Like it gives you like you can trick yourself to believing you can do something and then you really do it. So it's like yeah, your mind's a powerful thing.
That's for sure. That's true. Has there been a song for you that or a project where the creating, like the actual making of it, felt special or magical in any way?
There's this it's not out though. But there's this song called Burning. I don't know why. When we made that, like it, like it's not even out, so it's hard for anyone else to relate to it. But like Burning, when I made that song, it was like it's like 3 years old, 2 years old, and I'm debating if I won't even drop it. But like I put my friends in the background just to do like the claps for it. I've been like, my producer was just freaking out, like, oh, this is the best song you've made, and da 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 da. And like anyone I've shown has honestly loved it, but I don't know why. I think maybe because everyone else loved that song being made so much that I loved it. But I think my favorite song that I really even like created was probably La La. I don't know, because I think it was just such a I love that song for some reason.
Be like a melody in the song or like some vocals that really stood out for you?
It it's definitely the vocals. And honestly, it's the beat, the vocals. I just feel like that's like just I'm really putting my feelings in Lala. I think people not understanding what I'm saying. Maybe because I know the situation that I'm speaking on. That's why it makes it so real for me. But like in that song, like I was just really I'm being so real. Like I'm not lying about nothing. So I just feel like it's
Keep it
nice.
real. Keep it real.
Yeah.
I wanna touch more on like your community and your support system. When I met you after one of your performances, 2024, right? You had like a very close knit team. You all seemed like so comfortable and chill with each other. So can you talk about them and like how they play a role in your career?
Yeah. Yeah. Those are my homies. Man, they played like a big part. Just they really keep me focused, but they don't keep me focused at all, if that makes sense. So like um I mean, these are like six plus year homies that I've had, and like before the music, before anything. I feel like with some people in life you just connect with super quick, and you just kind of just get that feeling of like, yeah, like we're locked in. And some people you get that with, and some people you don't. And the people that are around me are the people that I had that with. So if you see me with someone, like really seeing me with someone like that, we clicked, like we just clicked, we locked in. I trust him, he trusts me, and like it's a mutual type of thing. So I feel like as soon as you start letting other noise in your life, people that really don't even know what's going on in your life, like truly don't know the ins and outs, and like don't even know any of the situation, it's easy for them to kind of give an opinion that you might just run with, good or bad. So it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to trust this person's word. I think having my circle super tight and close, and they know pretty much what needs to be known about me, is great, because they know how I deal with my emotions. So if I'm dealing with something, they know how to calm me down, or vice versa. If I know they're tripping about something, I know how to just calm them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's good to have those type of people, because if not, you just lose your mind. You just do what you think is best. And sometimes you don't know what's best. So you just need that little shoulder to lean on to kind of just keep you focused. Or them just to be like, bro, like to remind you how far you all have gone. So I think that's a great thing, just to have close people next to you. Not too many though. Don't let everybody know your business, or too many of your people know your business, because then like, you ever notice as soon as you start talking about your blessings, they don't happen? So it's like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta just let it happen, and then they just happen. So yeah.
Nah, I understand, man. I understand. Working with that's even something like I have to work on too, just kind of going to people and letting people in, because I stay to myself a lot about stuff, because I feel like I understand what I'm going through. And I don't trust easy when it comes to a lot of different people around me. So like for someone like that, for someone like me, right, who doesn't feel comfortable or doesn't feel right going up to people, or maybe like to let in those friends, would you have an idea or a strategy on how people could move in to get that same support system?
I think, like, kind of like you said, you there's no really time to plant that tree. You just got to start, you know? So I think honestly, you gotta trust somebody. You gotta at least try. Maybe, I mean, honest to God, bro, you're gonna know. Like, if you really don't, if you're just not connecting with nobody, don't. Like, it's there's a reason. Like, so like maybe you just have not found somebody that understands and thinks like you at your age, or even at any of it. Like, it's just hard. So like maybe this is God showing you, like, you don't need nobody right now. I'll put them in your life when they need to be in your life right now. But right now, focus on you. Like, once, because maybe you're not even fully ready for what God's trying to give you, and you can't handle what he's going to give you, because you're going to mess it up. So it's like, polish your craft, and then maybe you'll start getting these gifts, and or maybe you'll be able to gift it out to others, because you got good energy. So maybe that's God protecting your energy, because you might waste it on somebody else, and now you might think it's a waste. So you just don't always look at it like, oh, I need to be out there. Just then slowly get out there. If you truly feel like in your body that's what you need to do, then take those footsteps to go. But if it's not beneficial, I mean, don't force yourself to connect to someone that's literally has no value for you. There's no point. Now you just literally are just carrying someone with you. reach out to someone that is like-minded or at least understands or is willing to listen to you, and then you'll go from there, and then just keep building up those friendships. I wouldn't start by just finding someone who's like, yo, bro, I really like your clothes and I think you're dope. Oh yeah, all right, let me tell you my life story. Nah, like find someone that's just like, you can really talk to and connect with. And they're just like, not on the first day. You're not even gonna know on the first day. So like just talk to someone, chop it up. You might become best friends with this person, and then be like, hey, bro, I gotta tell you something. Or like, you know what I mean? Whatever the case is. And like I think you'll know when so don't chase it. Just it's literally gonna just happen how it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, like let it flow. I'm gonna keep that
Let
in
it
mind. I
flow.
appreciate you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, man.
yeah, definitely.
How how do you think the environment you grew up in the like just entirely the environment you grew up in shaped the message or like the
Mm.
artistry of your music, if that makes sense?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Um, I think I think everybody has a lot of trauma and they can deal with it and or put it out in their own ways. You know?
Sweet and concise, sweet and concise. If okay, if you could change one thing about the music industry, then what would it be to like help other people get through and get into it?
I feel like if you make good music, just like support them. Like I don't really have a key to it. It's kind of like if you make good music, why just support. Like I feel like with the industry, obviously it's money because at the end of the day, everyone needs and wants money. As dumb as it's like everyone, you like that's what even you're going to work for 9 to 5, even anything. Like it might not be like your end goal, like you want all of it, but you still need some. So in order to quit your job, you have to be making some from the music. But then once you start making some from the music, then you kind of get a little like, how much can I make? Or you don't like how much this person's getting instead of that person. It's like you weren't even thinking about that when you were so excited that you had 5 people play your song. It's like people forget the reason why they even started this. It was never to get $100 million. And if that was the case, then focus on that goal for you. Don't be mad that the industry is treating you some type of way. The music industry is not for you. You're here for the money. So focus on the money aspect of it. But like for everybody else who just wants to make good music, I'd say it's very hard because unless you're going to sign on those dotted lines and maybe I don't know. It's give and take because it's kind of like if you want to reach that level, sign on the dotted lines. If you know the potential that you have, sign on them lines and then take it and run with it. If you're smart, you'll do it because you know all you needed was the attention. You can capitalize on it. If you're a smart person, once the label gives you the attention, they messed up. I'm a smart person. I'm gonna take all this. I know what to do with it now. But it's like if you're one of those always needing someone else to for you to grow, yeah, sign on the line and just be someone's puppet because as soon as you leave, you're not going to know what to do. You don't know what to post. You don't know where to go. If you really need guidance, sign the paperwork and do what they're telling you because you don't know what to do. But if you truly know what to do, sign the paperwork, get the attention, and do what you can do with that. That would be my best advice. And as far as like changing the industry, is just like I don't even know. I try to keep myself so out of it. If like just I think just support. Just everyone needs to just keep supporting each other. Understanding good music is valuable these days. Just listen to good music and real music, you know?
What would you categorize as like real music or good music?
I'd say just authentic, like it that person's actually how they make it seem like the same thing they're singing about and or rapping about, they can also give advice about because they know what they're talking about. Or like you listen to someone like you always see nowadays, like there's a lot of these fake rappers and stuff, and like they'll have their card pulled and stuff they say. It's kind of like that's like a good example in a way, I guess, because like you have these people that are rapping this whole entire thing, and then when you go and try and talk to them about it, maybe it's something like who needs advice in that aspect. They're kind of clueless. They don't. Oh well, I don't know. I just know how to make the words sound really nice and make you move your head back and forth. Versus like I'd say real and authentic music is someone like you feel so connected to them that like when you go and ask them questions, they're just passionate about it because they believe they meant what they said. They meant what they put in your ear.
Well, with that definition, I'd definitely say your music is like real good and authentic music.
Thank you, thank you.
I would definitely say that. So, what's next for Wavy 1500, and what are like some big
Oh,
goals for you that you have in mind?
honestly, this year I'm just gonna be so I really am aiming to be super consistent. Just drop because I only have like 12 songs out total in the span of 4 years. Like I've only dropped 12 records my whole entire like career. So like imagine if I did that in 1 year. Like I haven't like imagine if I dropped 12 in 1 year. If I did all this in 4 years of breaking it up in 4 years, imagine if I did all this in 1 year. So it's like I never even tried that. I never tried to be consistent. I never tried to utilize the sources that I've had, the networking of people that have reached out to me and that became my friends and business partners and things. And just like I've never in my head, it's like, oh, I can't ask them for a favor. That's using. No, it's a give and take. It's a value exchange. You need to like you have a friend that can put you in a good position. Talk to them about it. Don't use them, but see what you can offer them and know what they can offer you. It's like I didn't utilize none of the tools I had. I didn't do none of that. I'm still doing great for myself, but I wish I utilized a lot more of the stuff that I know now. But I guess that comes with age, and everyone's going to always regret the knowledge and stuff they didn't have.
Yeah. Would you say that that's something you would want the younger generation of up and coming artists right now to know, to like take advantage of all the resources that are
Oh,
around them?
bro, drain them. Anything you got around you in the most respectful way, like in the most helpful way, drain them. These people, because soon as you're going down and or even going up, they're either not gonna really like just you. They're around you for a reason. God is literally putting these things in your life for some reason. Some reason it's there. So like utilize it in any way you can. Just like you never know how far an opportunity can take you. You never know how far anything can take you. So it's like you have nothing to lose by just reaching out to that one person and just asking them for a favor. The worst thing they can do is say no. And depending on how you ask it, they're not going to care. They're just going to be like, oh, no, I can't do it and move on. But if you ask it in like a, bro, he just is begging for this. Like it's weird. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you ask things and do things. So it's like, bro, if you have someone that you know can genuinely put you in a better position, reach out because you're gonna regret not reaching out. You're gonna think, oh, if I reached out, he definitely would have did it. He probably would or wouldn't. You won't know until you try. So just reach out to these people that you know could help you. Just try, bro. Just try.
That's fair. Moving on to our closing questions, Wavy. How do you see your role in actually shaping the future of music as a whole, or just even yourself, like changing the whole dynamic of how you pursue your career and your lifestyle?
Honestly, I just want to help people. I really want to just like give people that motivation. I don't need to like financially help you. I don't need to like be like this big person to you. I just literally want to just give somebody the spark that they need. That's like, oh yeah, I just need someone in my ear telling me, bro, no, you're good. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Like I'll just be that person in your ear, just like keep going. I don't care what it is. Just go, just go, just go, just go. Like I'm just gonna nonstop like try and pump you with motivation. And like that's kind of my whole goal. I don't really know if I'm even going to be and make any impact in the music industry. And I feel like that's I just happen to have attention with music. I really want to take all the attention and like build things for people, just just do things for everyone. Like I don't know, like because I feel like I just want to give people the motivation to know, bro, you can do it. Whatever your situation is, I don't care if you're negative 100 grand, you can get out of that hole and figure it out and make it happen because other people have. And like, if all you need is for me to tell you to do it, then I'll do it. Like, is that all? If that's all people need in this world is one motivated person to just be like, have that psychotic, oh, just keep going motivation, I'll do it. I'll do it. Like, I don't care to be the number one in the industry. I don't care to be rich off of music. I don't care nothing. No matter what happens, I'm just going to release music that I like regardless of what situation I'm in. And I'm going to always do kind of what I like to do and what I want to do. And what I really want to do is have an influence to the point where I can just tell people that's a dumb decision, bro. Keep going. With them actually being like, oh, he knows what he's talking about. Right now, I don't really have I don't really have much to show for like the advice I give. But so it's like I need to build up my status to where it's like he knows what he's talking about. Let's listen because I'm never trying to bring anybody down or go backwards in their career, no matter who it is. So it's like I feel like that's a great thing to have. So it's like I just want to be able to give it to people. I just want someone else out there to like get rich because I told them to get rich. Like I just want to be that person. So
Would you would you ever like start a like a non for profit or some type of
oh
organization to
yeah,
help
like
people?
Bro, yeah, I would love like, bro, I would love to go like across the country and just build homes and just build communities for people that just never thought like that we could do it. Cause like I've been traveling out of country and it's shown me, bro, there's so much more. It's so much more in this world that I have yet to even look at it. Like even I can't even fathom some of this stuff. So it's like, bro, I want to be able to just show people these things and like be able to go and build communities in places that people thought there was no comeback from. Like there was like, oh, this is like a place that could never get built up, and then I just come along and build it up, and then like I don't know. I just want to just I just want to change people's lives, but I don't need to do it publicly. I need to have the either like the capital to do it or something to just be able to be like making these families around the world just happy and just like that motivation. Like you just give them maybe one thing and they're now that father of that family of four is just now going to work every day and just figured it out and just changed their family's life. And it's like sometimes all you need, because I know all I need is the right person in my ear telling me to keep going and I won't stop. All someone needs sometimes is that right person in their ear that they at least believe. Because there's a million gurus out here that are telling you, bro, don't stop, keep going, keep going, keep going. But that one person you actually listen to is the person you end up going to their page and you scroll and you're like, oh, I like what he's saying. 20 other people said that. You just needed the right person to listen to. And like, that's all it takes is the right person to tell you what everyone else has been telling you. And then you'll do it. And maybe I'm that person that someone's going to listen to. So that's kind of my whole thing.
Anyone who's listening to this podcast right now, like, or whatever even moment that they're listening to this in, whether they're a supporter of you or they're just finding out about you or not, whatever it may be, what is something that you could tell them, no matter what their age is, to put that effort in, to keep growing, to keep going, and actually pursue whatever it is in their life that they need to chase, to take control of their life?
Honestly, that's a good one. Take control of your life. You Time goes by so fast. Do not think, oh, I'll get it. Or I'm this age, I can do it in a month, like or whatever. Like, don't think that. Just get started because at least if you fail, you'll fail tomorrow instead of failing next week. And now you got like if you're gonna try, literally just get up and try. That's all I can say. It's just get up and try because you have zero clue what you even like. The same way you picked up that controller and like started playing a game and now you just won't leave the game, you might love something else. Just try it. I don't care how old you are. And don't let anyone tell you anything about if you're old, even if you're young, bro, you can still make it happen. Especially the younger kids, bro. It's their like that's not even a question. But if you're older, do not sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm 30 or I'm 35, I can't make it happen." Bro, that's the stupidest thing. Like maybe not with the music because it's pretty hard in the industry, but like in just life, bro. Like just try in life. You'll be happy. Do stuff that makes you proud. Do things you'll be proud of. That's it. Like just make yourself happy. Go to bed like I'm proud. I did 100 push-ups instead of 20. Like just do something that makes you proud.
I think that's great for people to hear, and people who want to hear more of you, Wavy. Where can listeners go, buy, listen, or stream your music, or even follow you?
Streaming wise on all platforms, Apple Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, etc. You can just look up Wavy 1500, and Instagram and TikTok is just wavy.1500.
Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, our time together has come to an end. Wavy 1500, thank you so much for being a guest on this podcast. We appreciate you.
Thank you guys for having me.
And to our listeners, make sure you all like, subscribe, and share this podcast with anyone you may know. Special thanks to the Black Empowerment Hub podcast for making this all possible. As always, we're breathing life into the next generation of dreamers, doers, and change makers with this podcast. Make sure you always come back for more. Give God all glory. And this is Matthew Bell, your host, signing off.